Hey guys, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram for extra content you won't see here. Click the links in the description below.
Hey, what's up everybody? Rivera94 back again with another action figure review, and today we're going to take a look at the Max Factory Good Smile Company. This is the Portal 2 Figma Atlas figure. This is product number 342, if you guys were wondering. You guys can grab this and Peabody from BigBadToyStore.com. There's a link in the description below where you guys can check it out. There he is in front of the package, showing the blaster gun and the figure right there. On the side we do have a picture of Atlas. The other side shows the back of Atlas, and then the back does show some pretty cool pictures of what you can do with Atlas, and also a sneak peek of Peabody, which is his partner in the game. So I'm very happy and excited for these. These figures are coming out very late compared to when the game came out, but I'm happy to get an updated, upgraded figure for Portal 2, and hopefully it is better than the NECA release. The NECA releases of these figures were fantastic, so we will compare it to them. Without further ado, you guys know what's next. Let's get it out of the package. And here's Atlas out of the box right here. We can see a good look at him here. They did a pretty nice job. I'm liking it so far. I gotta tell you that. Out of the package, I am liking it. So we see here that Figma did do a lot of detail. This is not an easy figure to make. It just can't be because of all the wiring and all the little pipes and tubes and all that. And you gotta fit in articulation and all that. So I can't imagine this being an easy figure to make, but I think they did a good job. It looks good. I'm really happy about it. It's a smaller scale, that's for sure. You can see it in my hand. It's definitely smaller scale than NECA. We'll see that in a second. NECA's just gonna tower over it. So what we do get the traditional Figma base and stand here, and then we do get the hand rack for the hands. You can see right there. It's just white plastic, nothing really too special about those right there. And then of course he does come with his blaster gun, the portal gun, I guess you can say. This is what makes the portals in the walls, so that's cool. That comes apart. Put his hand in there. As always, Figma always does. I almost forgot. They always make things come apart so you can easily assemble the accessories. Well, that's cool. I like how they managed to fit it in. They did write out the Aperture logo. Very nice. It's very small, but you can see Aperture Laboratories. Wow, that's good right there. Little logo down there. So that looks pretty good. Atlas himself, you can see his eyes has some detail, so I like the detail there. Going down to the legs, you can see some better look at the detail here. They really didn't miss out on anything. They painted every little part that needed to get painted. The hands do feel like they're a brighter white, a way brighter white than the rest of the figure. That is worth mentioning, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Onto the back right here. Aperture Laboratories, got the antenna there. So that's cool. Also, he does have eyelids that do move up and down, so you can kind of see the little peg or nudge right there. So you use that to move it down and then move this one up. You can kind of get him squinting right here. So that's pretty cool. And then I guess you can close his eyes completely, as so, but you can get him squinting, so that's pretty cool. You can get him with some emotion or some sort of reaction to something that happened or something like that, so that's cool. Alright, so let's take a look at the articulation of this figure. This figure is packed full of articulation that you would have never imagined that a figure like this would have, so I'm really happy about that. So let's start with the arms. The arms do go forward and back. They go in and out. Now they do pop off, that is an issue. But it's okay. So they do go in and out. You can see right here it's a ball jointed hinge, and they have bicep swivels. That's awesome. That's pretty crazy. So they have bicep swivels. They go in and out. That's the only issue, is that they do pop off. But you got the elbows bending this much. The wrists are on ball jointed hinge, so they do swivel and they go up and down like that. Head goes forward and back. It does go left and right a little bit, not as much as I would like it to though. The eyes do move left and right and up and down. You just gotta stick your finger in there and move it around yourself. So the eye is articulated. The legs go forward and back very much, so they go in and out. They go in and out this much. I mean, you can do a split with this guy, things that you shouldn't even be able to do with him. We have a thigh swivel, double jointed knees right here, or just a single jointed knee, but it bends a lot. and then the ankles go forward and back. There is an ankle pivot, there's an ankle swivel, there's a toe hinge, and there's a toe swivel or a toe pivot. That's insane. So there's that right there. So this guy is chock full of articulation, and I love it. Alright, so I'm just putting on this blue little piece of cardboard, which is the back of the box. Just so, because it seems like the white of the figure is blending in with the white of my background here. So just so you can see his hand. Got him on his, like, he's kneeling down. Knees planted on the ground. Foot is planted on the ground. Got his arm on his leg here, on his knee, and then got a hand like he's waving. So this figure is really articulated, you know, for what it is. It's super articulated, I gotta say, because this is not possible on the NECA figure. So I like the articulation of this figure. It's pretty nice. And it's to be expected for what you're paying for this figure, and since it's Figma. And I think they just did an outstanding job with the articulation. It looks good. The detail looks good. Everything looks good. I just wanted to show you guys this, that you can get them in poses like this. It's really nice. And there he is with the portal gun right here. So there's that. He is utilizing his toe hinge right now. So the beauty of this figure is that he's so lightweight that you're able to get him in these poses and he won't fall over, which is fantastic. I like that he's lightweight. Like, he's not too heavy. He's not made of die casting like that. So that's nice. I like that it's just all plastics. There's the NECA version of Atlas. Look how big he is. So obviously the scale is not the same. NECA's figures were a lot bigger than what Figma's making here now. Figma's version is a lot more expensive than the NECA version, although I don't know what the NECA version goes for anymore. Now that it's out of print, it may be going for more or less, who knows. But the NECA version was a fantastic figure. It still is, in my opinion. It's still a great figure to have. This doesn't necessarily mean you need to get rid of this figure and buy this one, because this one is just as good. Now, this one has features that this one does not have. This one has light up features. So what's cool about the NECA version is that there's a button right here, and his eyes will light up. You can kind of see it right there. So that lights up. Figma version doesn't light up, of course, but it does have a blue eye already, so you can see that it's already kind of illuminated. Not really, but as you see, they didn't give it a blue eye until you turn the light on there. Also, that is not the only thing. We do have a light up blaster right here, so when you click the button there, it turns pink for some reason. I never understood the pinkness. It should be blue, but it's pink for some reason, but it does light up. It's also cool to know that it still lights up after all these years that I've had it. Now, what you do get out of NECA is his head does move left and right a lot more so than the Figma version. It doesn't move up and down too much like the Figma version. So I'm going to try again with the Figma version and see if it moves, but I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Now, the eye does move left and right here on the NECA version, which also does move left and right on the Figma version. The articulation on the NECA version is not nearly as close as what Figma is. As you saw, I did put Figma version on one knee, and this one barely moves the knee. You cannot get him on one knee at all. It's not going to happen. Forward and back doesn't move much, and in and out doesn't move much at all either. The arms literally do not move forward and back on this figure. They stay right where they are. They don't move. They actually are not articulated. The elbows are, but not the arms. The wrists are articulated as well. Arms are not at all. So that is another major difference right there between the two. Also, as you can see, I am having trouble standing up this NECA version. He's a little hard to stand, but you know, he still stands. Anyways, you can see the major differences there. One lights up, one has less articulation, and one is entirely bigger than the other. Alright, and yes, confirmation, he does move left and right on the head. It's the tightest thing ever. That's why I couldn't get it to move. As you see right here, look how much force I gotta do to move it left and right. It's clicking, it's cracking, it looks like it's gonna break. It's not. I don't understand it either. So it's just super tight. I wish that wasn't a thing. That sucks a lot. It doesn't want to move left and right without you putting excessive force to it. Here you can see that the head is removable. Get him all going crazy here because he lost his head. Alright guys, there you have it. That concludes my review on the Max Factory Good Smile Company Figma Atlas Portal 2 action figure. This is a fantastic figure. I love this figure. I gotta say, this figure is great. This is such a great figure. I can't stress that enough. What a great figure. Only fans of Portal 2 will enjoy this figure. Video gamers that have played the game is fantastic, and this figure is also fantastic. So the NECA version is a great figure. If you have that already and you don't want to spend the money on this one, you don't really need this one. But if you are convinced after you seeing all the cool articulation on this figure, what you can do with this guy to get him, then you might want to spend the extra money and get another Atlas figure. You know, it's smaller, it doesn't light up, but it has a lot more articulation, and he stands up, and you can pretty much pose him in almost anything. The fact that the NECA version does not have arm articulation is a huge deal. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, leave a comment, and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, have a great day. Bye.